Okay, so picture this. You're scrolling through the news, maybe enjoying a little me time, and bam, you see a headline about Connie Chung. It's about a cannabis strain named after her.
Wow.
I know, I did a double take too.
Yeah, that's not something you see every day. A veteran journalist like Connie Chung linked to the world of cannabis, right?
Right.
This Celeb Stoner article really caught my eye.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what's behind this unexpected pairing.
And the best part, Connie Chung herself seems to be in on the joke.
Really?
She told the Today Show, I'm easy to grow and low maintenance.
Yeah.
She even quipped that her husband, Maury Povich, might disagree with that last part.
It's a delightfully unexpected response from someone so well known for her serious journalistic background.
Yeah.
And she didn't stop at a few jokes either.
Right. According to AP, she went online and bought a pack of pre-rolled joints of the Connie Chung strain.
Wow.
You've got to admire the commitment to getting the full story, even if it means venturing into uncharted territory.
Absolutely.
But before we get into that, what can you tell us about this strain? Leafly describes it as a heavy indica, a cross between LA flavor and G13 haze.
Okay.
Apparently, it's got this earthy, piney flavor and is known for a hazy head high.
Now, if you're familiar with your strains, you'll know that's an interesting combination.
Okay.
When they say heavy indica, think of that classic feeling of melting into the couch after a long day, relaxed, maybe a little introspective.
Uh-huh.
But then you've got the haze lineage.
Okay, so not just chilling out on the couch then.
Not quite haze strains are known for their cerebral effects, sometimes even bordering on psychedelics.
Interesting.
So you've got this fascinating interplay in the Connie Chung strain
Hmm.
between deep relaxation and a more heady, almost trippy experience.
Wow.
Makes you wonder if the breeders were going for a bit of irony there, given her reputation for sharp, clear-headed reporting.
I love that sharp, clear-headed reporting meets hazy head high. It's almost poetic. But let's be honest, there's a bigger story here, right? I mean, it's not every day a veteran journalist becomes the namesake of a cannabis strain.
You're absolutely right. This whole situation speaks to a much larger cultural shift we're seeing. Cannabis is shedding its taboo image and becoming increasingly mainstream.
It's true. I remember when any mention of cannabis in the media was usually linked to crime or controversy. Now you have someone like Connie Chung, a household name known for her serious demeanor, not shying away from it.
And let's not forget, she actually sought out the strain named after her.
Mm.
That's a pretty powerful statement, even if unintentional, about how perceptions are changing. We're seeing it everywhere, not just with journalists. Musicians, actors, athletes, they're all talking about cannabis more openly.
You're right. It's like we're moving past that era of hushed tones and into a time where people can be more open about their experiences without fear of judgment. And this trend of celebrity named strains, it's almost like a funhouse mirror reflecting that shift back at us.
Precisely. This trend is fascinating on a few levels. Firstly, it points to the growing acceptance of cannabis. You wouldn't see this if it was still a completely taboo subject. Secondly, it highlights the power of celebrity in shaping perceptions. And lastly, it speaks volumes about the commercialization of cannabis as it becomes more integrated into our everyday lives.
Speaking of other celebrities, this Celeb Stoner article also mentions strains named after Bob Saget and Betty White. It seems like the world of cannabis is embracing a more lighthearted, humorous side.
And that humor is significant. It helps to further normalize cannabis by making it more relatable and approachable. It takes away the fear and replaces it with curiosity and even laughter.
It's like that moment when you realize, wow, we're really not taking ourselves so seriously anymore. It's refreshing, honestly.
It is.
Hmm.
And it creates space for more nuanced conversations about cannabis, its history, its uses, its potential benefits, and yes, even its recreational aspects.
You've got a point. It's not just about getting high anymore. It's about breaking down stereotypes and challenging long-held assumptions. It's about recognizing that cannabis, like anything else, can be approached from a place of knowledge and understanding.
Exactly. And that brings us back to Connie Chung and that intriguing detail from the article.
Hmm.
I haven't smoked marijuana since college.
You've got to wonder when you hear that, does it make this whole strain naming even more ironic, more intriguing? Does it say something about how cannabis is bridging generations in a way we don't even realize? It really makes you think about the unexpected ways our cultural landscape can shift.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought a figure like Connie Chung, known for delivering the news with such gravitas, would become associated with,
Right.
well, a really chill strain of cannabis?
It's a fascinating paradox, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it speaks to the evolving nature of legacy. It's not always about what we intentionally set out to do, but rather how we're perceived and remembered, especially in the digital age.
So the next time you see a headline that seems strange, surprising, or maybe even a little bit funny. Don't just scroll past it.
Okay.
Take a moment to dive in.
Hmm.
You never know what you might discover.
Indeed. Sometimes the most fascinating stories are the ones we least expect.